Thank you for dropping by my channel, Creating Fun Art. So many of you have asked me about how to write a children's book. I've written several children's books. They're on Amazon. And I just wanted to talk with you a little bit about how I started writing children's books, what inspired me. As a child, growing up, when I was in the 4th grade, I had a teacher, and she used to read books to us every other day, right after lunch. And it was just so inspiring to me. I would just love to just sit and listen, and she would show us the pictures in the book. And the first book that she read was Charlotte's Web. That's an old book, and I think most baby boomers are familiar with Charlotte's Web, those of us who enjoy listening and reading, books. Charlotte's Web was that first book that really inspired me. So one of the first books that I wrote, I wrote a lot of books before I put any books on Amazon. But one of the first books that I put on Amazon was called Chasing Butterflies. And this is a copy of, this is just an older copy that I have been reading to children and just using. It's time for me to order another copy. But it's called Chasing Butterflies. And I'll tell you where this book came from. My sister and I, we used to go to my grandmother's house, and she loved to garden. And she had flowers around the house, alongside the fence. She used to hang her clothes out, so she had a clothesline, and flowers would be along the fence behind the clothesline. And I guess we were probably about 5, 6, 7. We would get into those flower beds on Saturdays when my mom would go by to pick her up to take her shopping. So while my granny was getting dressed, we would go and get into her flower patch with mason jars with the gold lids, and we would put holes in the lids, and we would spend all that time chasing butterflies and capturing them and putting them in jars. We didn't really know at the time, so we would make sure that we would put holes in the top of the jar so that they would get air and be able to breathe. But that was so much fun. And as an adult, that is one of the memories that I have of our childhood, and how my grandmother was very particular about her flowers, but she never stopped us. For some reason, I guess she just loved us so much. She never stopped us from climbing that fence around the flowers that were around her house. It was a little wire fence. We would climb that little fence and get over in there and chase amongst the zinnias and the petunias and the different type of flowers that she had. And I mean, she had lots and lots of flowers. She loved flowers. But anyway, this book, Chasing Butterflies, is how it inspired me. And then I have a love for the Lord. So this book is, it has a scripture in the back, "Be not wise in thine own eyes," as well as it has a coloring page in it for the children. And this particular one is one of the first copies that I did. And I did the illustrations in this book as well. And I still do my own illustrations. So that's where my stories come from. A lot of my stories come from childhood. And then other stories will come from different jobs I had. Things happened on the job that would be a great lesson to learn for children. And I'll turn some of those things that were inspiring, that I got a lot out of, into a little book for children. So Chasing Butterflies is one. You can find this one on Amazon. It's just about 2 little girls. They're in flower beds and they're chasing butterflies. Well, actually, they go to a garden. They're in a flower garden chasing butterflies. And there's a whole story. Something happens in that garden that's very inspirational for them. And they learn some things while they're there. Be sure to pick up a copy. This has been turned as well into a vacation Bible school series for children. So pick up a copy for the children for their vacation Bible study if you are a part of any of that. And if not, that's fine, because I have the book separate as well. It's not a part of a vacation Bible series, so you can get it either way. And then I have another one called Beetle Praise. The cover has been done differently. And this is a book about learning more about the Lord as well. And it's about a little beetle who gets caught up in a web. And he gets out. And it's just a cute little story about how he gets out. And it leaves a bit of wisdom for kids and adults alike. And then there's another, Minnie in the Wings of the Morning. This particular book, the cover has changed as well. And it's about a butterfly who finds out about the wings of the morning. The wings of the morning is in the Bible. And it makes the cutest story in the world about this little butterfly and how he grew closer to the Lord. So get a copy of this one as well for the children. I think they'll enjoy it. Each book, again, has a scripture reference and has a coloring page in the back. So you can find my books on Amazon.com, and it's I'll leave the information down below, but it's www.amazon.com/author/Debra Griffin, and nice chatting with you. I have How to Write a Children's Book. It's a course on my channel, and it's free. If you're interested in writing books for children, I do believe that people who are called to writing or just have that deep desire to write, put the pen to paper and write. Even if you haven't had any type of professional training, start writing. It's there. That desire is there for a reason. Have a great day. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk more with you about how to write for children on another video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.